Arc 12. Final log entry. Our plan was simple. Or so we thought. Exploring planets, mining for resources, all the while moving towards our final destination, Titus Nova. Plans are always simple.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to take an updated look at Into the Stars, a game developed by Fugitive Games, published by Iceberg Interactive. Now, I haven't played this since its very early access phase, and I can see right off the go that they've really put some work into the user interface in the beginning of the game. So we have an easy, medium, hard button, and then for the resources, we have a long haul, balanced, kind of different setup, and if you want to, you can dig in there, get nitty gritty, and customize all the resources on your ship like you could before. And then of course you have to pick all your pilots, and you want to be careful about this to get the right balance so that you can accomplish your journey. Now, this game very much has a FTL flavor to it, and they've added some extra features to the game that I think is really cool, some in combat and some in ship management. And of course we'll take a look at that as we move along here. But the core of the game hasn't changed all that much. I wouldn't say that's necessarily a bad thing, because I did find this game to be kind of fun. I loved FTL personally. Alright, so here's a resource management screen. Kind of standard thing there. That was the balanced kit, basically. The engineering screen where we can do all our repairs or put special abilities on certain things. And here is the new colony screen, which we can add different buildings to. Of course, this costs resources, and this can be to our detriment. But it can also help a lot because you can actually increase your population instead of your population keep dying off all the time, which is kind of a cool flavor. But in turn, I felt like they kind of cranked up the difficulty a little bit, especially in normal, to kind of balance this new mechanic out. Now, we still have kind of the same things going on where we get to the planet and we have to go down and send a mining drill to mine for resources to stock back up on our ship, but I don't think it is how it used to be, where you could just sit there forever and not be attacked. And then I think this was in here too, where if the pilot lands successfully, they get a couple of experience points in their type of category. So this is kind of like a pilot activity, and they'll get a couple extra points if they do good. And then it gives you like a probability number of like how well you're probably going to do. And I still suck at that game, so I crashed and all that. But this is another part that actually did not show in my look video, and I really should have. I did show the trading stuff, and unfortunately I don't show the trading stuff in this video, but I'm sure that has been updated and probably a little more helpful. The traders really didn't do a lot of good for you. I'm sure through the numerous patches that this has been addressed, and it's probably a little more helpful. So there we go. We landed down another pilot, and we have 3 different missions we can pick from, and we had a high success rate, but that doesn't mean we're necessarily going to always succeed at these missions. So you pick a mission, and then you get 3 different options, and then you're just kind of hoping what's going to happen, and I failed this particular mission. And the outcome of that usually is that your crew gets injured and you have to send them over to the med bay, and it's got the same kind of thing going on where like things happen on the ship, but it's not as annoying as it was during early access. And I kind of like how they added some training. So now, instead of a constant barrage of bad things happening, you can actually train some crew into specific categories to make them better, especially when you get into your initial fights, because if you watched my little micro let's play of this when it just came out, you could see that I was having a hard time hitting the enemies, and things haven't really changed all that much in that department. What is nice though is the game in the very first fight gives you a good explanation of how things work and all the different systems. And if you notice, we've got one little extra button down there called evade, and I really like that. So you got 2 different ways to kind of defend. You can either evade like I just did, but I think I still got hit, or you can hit the deflect button Anyway, I think it is a fun pick up, put down type game. It is leaving early access, will be available March 4th, and I think the price point is $19.99.
We face situations we can't imagine. Made choices we were never prepared to make. And right or wrong, we had to keep telling ourselves, it's all for the greater good. Arc 13. If you're hearing this, you're carrying the last remnants of humankind. Get them home. Arc 12.